Jesus Christ. Sometimes you sit here all day, you're fully prepared, you think you're ready to go, and then, boom, technical difficulties. Aren't they the best, though? Welcome, everybody. It's Bondzee Live, Trippin With Bondzee. It's episode 110 live from Satan's back porch, which is also known as Palm Desert, California. It is 120 fucking degrees here today. Better get the F words out before my parents join. Jesus Christ. Every fucking time I talk to them, it's Gregory Scott. I don't understand why you have to use that F word so much. It's because I do, and I like it. And so leave me alone, Mom and Dad. Holy cripes. Anyways, it is what it is. I like to swear. Sorry. Oh. Love getting the feedback off the old teleprompter. Fuck. What are you, big time, bud? Anyways, welcome to the show. It's Bondzee Live. And we're on Trippin With Bondzee on YouTube and on the Dean Blundell Network and Facebook. Facebook can, honestly, double gun salute. Can you see this, Facebook? Zuckerberg? How about this? This can go right up your bunghole. I hate Facebook. I hate Facebook. I hate Zuckerberg. I hate everything about it, okay? I hate these glasses. I can't believe I have to wear glasses, but I can see my goddamn notes without them now because all I do is read off a screen all day long, 12 hours a day. So within the last year and a half, 2 years of looking at a screen constantly for anywhere from 8 to 12, 14 hours a day, old Bonzarelli's vision is not the same as it used to be, but it is what it is. That's a part of getting old. I'm 48 next month. Can you believe that? Like, it felt like I was 23. I got married at 23 years old, by the way, for those of you who don't know. Jack Reedford, thanks for watching in Alberta, Canada. Who else? Bonnie Grosso, Grusso, Huso, Yuso, Miso, Iso. I don't know how the hell you say your name. Thanks for watching, though. I love it. Thanks to everybody for watching Bondzee Live on the Dean Blundell Network and Trippin With Bondzee on YouTube. And I guess Facebook, too. I guess I get a couple of viewers on there. Even my old man said, he's like, son, I saw that you only have like 2 or 3 viewers on your show. Is that really something that's worth it and your time? I'm like, oh, Kenny, come on. You can't. That shouldn't even be a number up there because I run off of 4 different streaming platforms. That number up there is false advertising to the nth degree. It is what it is. I don't know why they have to put it up there and say, oh, well, only 3 people are watching Bondzee's show. That's not true. I could show you the proof. I'm not going to because I don't really care. If you believe me or not, that's your choice. But on the Dean Blundell Network, I'm getting 500, 600, 700 views per show. And that's what matters to me. Nothing else. I was about to say, Dad, pause or turn, cover your earmuffs, Dad, because I had to burp ski, but it came out before I could even get there. Look at this tonight, folks. Old double. Can't do that. Yeah, so I'm not at home. As you can tell, it's not the normal screen. Old Bonzarelli found himself some solstice, some coverage from the 120-degree heat that it is out there in the Palm Desert, Satan's bunghole right now. It is ridiculous here. Now, listen, I love the heat. I loved it in Canada. I loved it when I lived in Nicaragua. I loved it from being on the road for the past 4 months. I went from Texas, where it was hot as hell. I went to Colorado, New Mexico, Nevada. I kept that one in. Where else did I go? Oh, and then into Cali, into the desert, Joshua Tree, if you will. It's been hot as balls for 4 months, so it's not like I'm not used to this and stuff. I kind of am getting used to it, but When it hits 120, that's a little much. So huge shout out to Rob, Mr. Titleist is his handle on social media. Go check him out. Love that guy. I gotta get rid of the glass. I am so not used to seeing old Bonzarelli in the old goggles. It's kind of weird. When I have to look back at my notes, I might have to. I'm gonna have to be that guy that does the old glasses on, glasses off. Oh man, how the hell are you? Happy Wednesday. It's Bondzee Live. We're doing we're back to 3 shows a week. This is something I started in my parents' basement, and I love it. I've had the best time doing it, and then I dropped off to 2 shows a week. Then I dropped off to 1 just because life was busy. Now that I'm back on the road, geez, I'd be lucky if I pulled off a Bondzee Live once every 2 or 3 weeks. Water break. I'm feeling better, much better, by the way. Thanks for asking. Fernweh Ric he's our, so yeah, I just get rambling. And I think that's part of the allure of this show. I talked to my manager today. We had like a 2-hour conversation, and I'm like, are we done yet, bud? Like, cause I'm pretty done. No, I joke. I love my manager, Jason B. Love that dude. Congrats on his new purchase. He just purchased a brand, I shouldn't say that, a brand new to him, but he purchased a Prevost coach from Florida, Clearwater to be exact. He goes and picks it up in a couple of weeks. So congrats to you, Jason. Thanks for the conversation today. And he said one of the allures about the Bondzee show, the Bondzee Live show, is that I kind of I have a structure, but I really don't. I'm all over the place, which I kind of am. I was just on one tangent. Now I'm on another, but it all rolls back together. But what another kudos he really swept out to me today, which made me feel kind of good, was that. Hey, Leo, thanks for watching, brother. I appreciate it. Alan Dalton asks if I'm coming back to Canada. Not if I can help it, mister. Not if I can help it. Thanks for watching. I think Alan. I think you moved from the Hamilton, Ontario region, and you are now residing in the out east region, in the East Coast, where the lobster is fresh and fine. Anyways, no, I don't have any plans on coming back to Canada anytime soon. I just don't. It's either we're bunkering down in California where we are, or maybe somewhere closer to LA in the coming months, or Nicaragua for a couple of months whilst the bus gets fixed and then move to LA. Listen, I don't know. But the only thing I do know, Canada is not in my repertoire of things to do anytime soon. I love Canada. I'm proud to be Canadian. I just don't have any desire to come back to Canada anytime soon. Been there, done that, lived it. I'm in California now, buddy. And this is where I want to be. Yeah, Alan, you're in PI. Right on, dude. And listen, in the coming years, if shit goes sideways and I run out of money or I go shit broke, I'm gonna just move out to like PI or somewhere out there. I was thinking about this today. It's the funniest thing. I was thinking that, geez, the money I could get from selling the boss and stuff, I could buy a really nice house on the ocean out in the PEI, New Brunswick, Nova Scotia area, if you will. My money would go way further out there than it would in the Ontario region. But I also have the opportunity in the next, well, now, if I want, but I don't know what's happening right now. I lived life day to day. I'm lucky to wake up the next morning. I wake up every morning and go, oh, well, thank you, universe and Lord or God or whatever the hell you believe in, and go, oh, look, I opened my eyes. That's pretty good. Let's see what today brings. I promise to do better every single day that I wake up on this planet. Stole that line from my son's song, by the way. Not a big deal. Brad Bond, new music dropping soon. Speaking of new music dropping soon, Ty Bond, we'll get to him in a little bit on the show. Canada misses you. Yeah, I doubt it, Alan. But I miss my friends. You know what misses me in Canada is my friends. I miss so many guys like you, Strutter, my boy Frank. I miss my daily Sundays with Frank. One of the greatest dudes ever. I would love to have Frank on as a guest, but Frank is not one of them television, YouTube, podcasting people, if you will. Loves his privacy. Funniest dude I've ever met. Anyways, I miss that about Canada. Ian Weatherall, don't come back until Trudeau's gone. And that's another thing too, because I come back and probably end up fighting him. No, it's a joke. I don't need the Secret Service coming after me. It's a jokes. Bondzee Live is full of jokes. Ha ha ha. Anyways, Kelly Monahan, thank you so much for watching, babes. Haven't seen you in so long. I hope everything's well with you and the fam. Hope the kids are doing well. Say hi to the girls. Never met your other kids that you've had because I haven't lived there in quite some time, but I miss you. Again, say hi to the girls. And yeah, I miss jam nights at Strutters. Alan Dalton just dropped that. We used to have some of the greatest times back there. I do love Canada. I do miss it. I certainly have no plans to come back anytime soon. Ryan Lindley, cough. Yeah, every time I cough today. So listen, I'm all over the map. I know. Sorry. But this is what happens on Bondzee Live. I get watching all the comments coming in. I just ramble. It's a free-for-all show. And we'll get to Fernweh Ric. That's another person I just mentioned. Now, I don't know if we're going to get to him because I keep seeing him trying to pop on my screen backstage, but my boy is having connection problems. It seems to be a thing lately with my guests. Greg Ball's connection wasn't the best, but we made it work. Fernweh, I just can't see him pop up behind the screen here. So I hope he can get his shit figured out on his end because I'm rambling here. COVID. Anyway, speaking of that, yeah. So who just said that, by the way? Oh, Ryan. Every time I cough today on the Dean Blundell show, Lachlan would go, Bondzee got COVID. Bondzee got COVID. I don't have COVID. I'm so sick of COVID. Are you sick of COVID? I'm sick of COVID. I was supposed to go get the shot. I dropped this like 2 weeks ago. Then I got sick. I'm almost over it. The cough is almost gone. We're like this much left. But now I'm on the fence again, and it's like, I don't know. Goddamn COVID. Anyways, Wade, thanks for watching. Ryan, thanks for watching. Kelly, thanks for watching. Yeah, please tell the girls I said hi. I miss them, and they're growing up fast. Holy macro. I can't believe it. I don't know when I'm going to be back in Canada. I really don't. Linda Morton, thanks so much for watching. There is a slight opportunity and only if I get vaxxed, which now I'm back on the fence on. So it's a whole new ball game. But Bondzarelli may just make his way back to Canada sooner than later. Few reasons. Parents' anniversary, wedding anniversary is coming up. It's a big one. And I just, I want to see some friends. But we'll see. If I get the shot, and if I can get a cheap flight, I'll scoot back home to the Toronto region, see some friends, say hello, and then get my ass back here because I love it on the road. I really feel that we're this close. I had an amazing conversation, as pre-mentioned earlier in the show, today with my manager, Jason. We have some big things we're working on. I don't know if I should talk about this. Yeah, okay, why not? Let me mull it over some water. There may be, I'm not going to say it won't be a full-time co-host, but Bondzee Live and the Bondcast may have a new producer coming on board very, very soon, full-time. Now, producer / co-host? What? Maybe. I'm not going to promise anything, but this fella comes highly recommended. He's been producer of some big time podcasts that are no longer going, but we're good. And this guy's got some game. So I have a meeting coming up with this fella. His name's Brad. I look forward to chatting with him. That'll be, I think, either tomorrow or the next day. And there may be a new part of the Bondzee live show. We'll see. When I say producer, he will be producing the show. It'll allow him to do things like this because when I get rambling like a maniac, I forget to put up pictures like, holy hell, it's so hot where Bondzee is. Excuse me. This is what it looks like and feels like walking out of my bus and the front door. Like if I spent 30 minutes in the pool today. No phone, no nothing. Me, my gitch, and I was on a floaty thingy, and it was 122 degrees out. But I didn't care. I kept splashing water on my not so buff belly. And I just had 25 minutes to myself, almost half an hour of just floating around, soaking in the rays. Can you see the vitamin D? How do I look? How's the tan? And it's just to be detached from phone, computer, microphone. It was awesome. And I really got thinking about some stuff. And I got thinking about how good this guy could potentially be for my show. Not only on the forefront of being a part-time co-host, if you will. It's like I like to bring when Brad's on. If he's producing the show, I bring him on. We have a quick chat. I think Brad could be that guy. And Brad's looking for the next big thing. What's that band? And you're the next big thing, Beverly Hills. I was just listening in the pool today. Weezer. Fucking love that band. Anyways, Brad's looking for the next big thing. I think I'm on my way. I hope I'm on my way. Team Blundell Network has certainly been a huge part of me getting bigger and better numbers and a bigger, better audience. I miss and love you all. I thank everybody for watching. Anyways, we'll see what happens with that. We'll see how it goes. I'm so far off the rails right now on this show. And like everything I've just said for the past 15 minutes has not been one iota of what I've written down here on the screen. Written. You're a mess, Bondzee. Anyways, I know Fernweh's trying his best to connect here. I hope we get to speak to him. This guy has more stories on Walt Disney of being on the road, a sound technician. Fernweh Ric, figure it out. I can hear you trying to click in. You're still not popping up. Just do your best to try and get in here. But listen, excuse me. What else? Bonzarelli. Oh, listen. Speaking of Bonzarelli, I know I've mentioned this a million times over, but we're this close to dropping merchandise. I've already got some pre-orders. I tickled you with a feather the end of last week, pre-weekend. And I did the prices. I have the prices. Listen, I'm waiting for the website to be set up. The only reason it's not set up yet is because of me. I've been very lackluster on that. I am trying to. There's just one of me between the scripts every day, writing the shows, blogging on Dean Blundell. Please go check out my blogs on Dean Blundell too. They're pretty awesome, by the way. Kelly Fanson says, Brad, I got something for you. Well, Brad's not here, so what about me? Kelly Fanson, would you like to produce the show? I would love to have you on as a guest again, actually. I miss you. I hope you're well back in the Toronto area. Anyways, Kelly Fanson, if you don't know her, go check her out. She did have a podcast. I don't know if it's even going on anymore. I think the last we spoke, you said it was on hiatus, right, Kelly? Anyways, lovely human being. Came to visit me in Nicaragua. She's an amazing director, actor, actress and a podcaster. I love her. I hope you come back on the show soon. Let's chat. Message you after the show. All right. Merch. Yes. So getting back to merch, it's coming ASAP. Ryan, I promise you it's coming. The website should be up by, I promise. It's my number one goal tomorrow morning. First thing when I wake up is work on the website. By this time next week, we'll have it up and running. I'll be able to take orders. I already have a distributor for my product. You'll be able to get t-shirts, hoodies, stickers, buttons that are beer openers, can openers. If you're not into the beers, maybe you're into the Coca-Colas or a root beers of sorts. Anyways, we're gonna have a bunch of merch launching soon on trippinwithbondzee.com. I can't wait to have that launched. I'm gonna mute my mic. I gotta cough hard. Hold on. I just got to get that out. It's the only thing left that's a hanger-oner. Kelly Fanson says, you're so sweet. In development with a doozy on wrongful convictions. We'll chat. Heading to Arizona tomorrow. No way. We're so close yet so far. Fanson, I need to talk to you. I love you. I miss you. I miss your podcast. I wish they'd come back. I wanted to be on one, but I was never invited. I was invited actually, but then you stopped it. So, anyways, let's talk. Merch is coming soon. The pre-orders, I've already got like 15 pre-orders. So listen, the logo's dope. We're gonna work with it. We'll start simple. Keep it simple, stupid is how I've been told and embedded in my brain to operate this whole system. So listen, it's a one-man show. I drive the bus. I live on the bus. I do this show. I do the podcasts. I do my daily readings. There's just one of me. I still got laundry to do in between that. Cook, take care of a dog. So stop yelling at me and you say this, you say this. Where's the t-shirt? I want a hoodie. Damn it. Well, it's coming. It's coming. I promise. Okay. Then I got my mom and dad to put up with, and they're always yelling at me saying, you swear too much and you burp too much and you just do this. I wish they would just tell me that, hey, son, we're really proud of you. You do a great show, swearing or burping or not. And you're on the Dean Blundell network now and everybody's loving you. That would just be nice words to hear. Oh, wait, hold on. It's the Bondzee Live show. I thought I was with my therapist for a second. Oh, my poor parents. They don't even know what to do with me at this point anymore. They really don't. Nor do I. That's why I don't plan. People think I'm absolutely insane for not having plans. Now, listen. In the grand scheme of things, old Bondzee Live, Trippin With Bondzee has a plan. We have a goal. I have it written down. But I'm also that guy that doesn't have a plan, and I could care less where I end up tomorrow or the next day or in a month from now. I don't care. I don't know where I'm going to be living in a month from now. Could be LA, could be still here in Satan's Kitchen, Palm Desert, could be back in Canada, which I highly doubt, and don't ever put money on that. But never say never. Yeah, I'm just that guy that flies by the seat of his pants. Now, Sean says, you rock, Bondzee. Kelly says, we're proud of you, Bondzee, and she loves me. Oh, I love you too. You're the best. And I hope everything is awesome for you back in Toronto. I don't know what you've got going on. You're like, I can't keep up with you. I talked to my son, Ty, today, and he gave me the greatest line. He's like, oh yeah. He's like, people move fast here in LA, Dad. And he's not kidding. Like, he's really not. So, life in the fast lane. Let's go. The bus is parked. There'll be no more fast lane for this bus. For everybody that keeps asking, I'm done driving the bus. There will be no more touring with Trippin. It's always Trippin with Bondzee, where no matter what I do, it's a trip. But the bus is We're parked. We're locked in. We're going to get it fixed soon through insurance. I might not even get it fixed. Maybe insurance will just cut me big old fat check, and maybe Bonzarelli will just park the bus and move on, and I'll always have the bus to come back and live on if I want. Maybe I'll just rent a place in California. Maybe I'll just move to Nicaragua. Who the hell knows? That's the best part of Bondzee Live and Trippin with Bondzee. You just never know what you're going to get. It's a potpourri, if you will. Oh, God damn it. And that drives some people nuts, like my parents, for one, and friends. Some friends are like, they get more anxiety over my life than I do. Listen, I have a plan. I work day and night. I write, I blog, I voice act every day. And then I'm tired. I go to bed. I stop working at 10:30 at night. I go to Netflix in bed, watch about. I always plan to watch a full episode. Speaking of Netflix and episodes, I am on the second go round of Breaking Bad, 3 episodes to go. And it's amazing. You know what? I'm enamored by it. I have no idea how it ends. I've watched it before, but that was like 10 years ago. Okay. So suck it. I have no idea how it ends. So don't tell me. But it takes me 2 or 3 nights to watch one episode because I'm so fucking tired by the time I get to bed from yammering all day and writing all day that I pass out. I don't see any of it. I smoke my sweet nighttime indica ganja, and then it's night Bondzee. God damn it. Thanks everybody for watching. I love all the comments coming in. I can't keep up with all of them, but I love each and every one of you. I love the support. You guys are the best. My poor guy here, Fernweh Ric, is trying like a maniac to join this show. He keeps popping up and I can see him backstage, but I can't see him. That's the problem. His video and audio is not working. So I do apologize. We might not have Fernweh on tonight, but we might. We're 31 minutes into the show. I haven't shut the hell up yet. But I've got so much more to talk about. So listen, I can't believe I've been in California for over a month now. Like, it's legit been over a month. I love Palm Desert. As much as I bitch and moan about the heat, I love it. I really do. Living in Nicaragua, living in Canada's in the summer with 100% humidity. Yeah, this is above and beyond that, but I still love it. I have some great friends here now. I do not have a golf membership, but I've got one of those don't tell anybody secret private memberships. So I can go to this golf course anytime after noon, 12 noon. Private club. It's called Mission Hills. Love the place. Played it on the weekend with my boys. I think I have one picture. See, this is the worst part. See, if I had a producer right now, he would put up the photo of me golfing on the weekend as I talk and everything would go smooth. But my 19-year-old son has let me down. He has a social life, apparently, and a girlfriend that doesn't bode well with old dad's live schedule, which sucks. Who the hell does he think he is? Anyways, working on getting a full-time new producer so this show will run even better. Okay, I promise. What else? Yeah, so time is flying by here in Cali. The RV resort I'm staying at is, and like, why would I go anywhere? Everybody's saying, "Oh, Bondzee, get in the bus. It's so hot there. You need to leave." No, I don't. No, I don't. I love it here. I don't even care about the heat. I've got a pool. I've got a gym, air conditioned. I've got 2 golf holes that I can play daily at the RV resort that I'm playing at. So I can work on my chipping game, my putting and stuff. Not that I have any free time to do that, and I haven't even taken advantage of that. The golf, I should say. The gym and pool I have for sure. That's a daily thing for me. The golf, not so much. Speaking of golf, old Bonzarelli here. I love golf more than anything. And free golf I love even more. I had to turn down free golf at a private club in California on Monday. Yeah, I know. I talked about it on the show Monday night, and I'm going to talk about it again because that's how proud I am of myself, because work and responsibilities come first. Davey Boy Phelan, thanks so much for watching. Hashtag West Coast, Best Coast. You rock, Bondzee. Thank you so much, bro. Appreciate that. You rock too. So many great interviews coming up with some good rock stars. We've got my memory's firing at a million miles a minute here. John from the Trews. If you're a Trews fan, we got John coming up. That's going to be a great interview. Friday, we've got Rich Meisner from the Inland Doves, which a new band out of Toronto you might not have heard of, but they got some great music. And you might know Rich Meisner, the name more so from Our Lady Peace. Rich Truster is his nickname. Amazing dude. He's coming up Friday. You're not going to want to miss this interview. He has just dropped the brand new album with the Inland Doves. He also has just dropped the new artwork and video stuff for Our Lady Peace's brand new album, Spiritual Machines 2, that is coming out very shortly. Cannot wait for that. I'm a huge Our Lady Peace fan, so really looking forward to that. Trusty Truster's a great dude. You're going to love the interview on Friday with him. Ron Lachado from Nicaragua. Thanks so much for watching, bro. It was just your birthday recently, so happy birthday. Big shout out to you. Sean G.I. says, I'll help fill time. DM a link. And I would, dude, if I went through trying to DM you a link right now, and whilst, maybe I can do it. Let's see. Send me your email, Sean, and I will send you a link, and I'll bring you on the show. Dion Gleason Hamilton. That's a hell of a handle. John Angus. Don't ever just call him John. Oh, pardon me, little missy. How dare you yell at me? I am on the first name basis. It's John with the Bondzee live show. So John Angus from the Trews will be on Bondzee Live August 16th, Monday. Don't miss that show. That'll be awesome. Okay. I just got Sean's email. I'll bring him on because Fernweh's struggling back there. Let's do this while I'm on the fly here. I don't usually do this, but I will do this right now. Where the hell did your email go? I just saw it, dude. And then it just disappeared. What the hell just happened? It disappeared. Dude, send it again. It popped up on my screen, and then it disappeared as fast as it popped up. Anyways, excuse me. I got one more cough to get out. Hold on. COVID is almost out of my system, I promise. Yeah, Dion, all jokes aside, thanks for watching the show, babes. Miss you. Hope all's well back in the Aurelia region, Barrie region. What's that? Dion's watching right now. Our boy, her favorite guy. Bondzee, use your brain. Eddie Vedder, Pearl Jam. Live Eddie Vedder. Can there be any more cooler dudes than that on this planet? I'm hoping, what's that show that Eddie does live every year? I'm hoping to be, I hope I'm still here in this vicinity so that I'm able to attend that show. I can't remember the name of it right now, but anyways, Russell Dubai's watching. He says, awesome, bud. Glad to catch you again. Yeah, thanks for watching, buddy. Appreciate it. It's Bondzee Live on Trippin With Bondzee on YouTube. It's free to subscribe there. Just go to YouTube, search Trippin With Bondzee, hit the subscribe button, that little notification dingy bell, and drop a comment and a thumbs up too. It all helps. And also live on the Dean Blundell network as well, which kicks ass. Thanks to Dean. Not sure if you guys saw today, off topic here a little bit, but Dean's got a brand new podcasters and a couple of weapons. The guy who did the voice of the champ. Ever since I can't even get my voice that low right now, even being sick. Let me try again. Ever since I've been the champ, No, I can't even do it. I can't get that low. I don't know how that dude does it. Anyways, those guys got a brand new podcast on the Dean Blundell Network. Go check it out. Russell Dubai says, need a good laugh after spinal. Yeah, dude, I saw you. I saw a picture of you in a hospital bed. I didn't know what was going on. I don't like to pry, but spinal surgery. Jesus Christ. That doesn't sound good. Anyways, thanks for listening. I hope this keeps you occupied, throws you, and don't laugh too hard, mister, because you know, when you laugh or cough and stuff, you can feel that if you ever had a broken rib or spine injury. Every move, every like the thing you say or do, you can feel it in your body. So heal well, heal fast from spinal surgery. Jesus Christ. Ohana. That's it. Thank you so much. When's Ohana, by the way? Is it coming up soon? Am I close? Also, I live about 20 minutes down the road from Coachella. So it's funny how I end up in all these places and there's nothing going on. No Ohana, no Coachella. Bondzee's just in the Palm Desert, Palm Springs area at the worst time. It couldn't be hotter on the planet here. Surrounded by mountains that are not snow-capped. I hope I am here long enough to see the snow-capped mountains here because we're surrounded by them and they look amazing. But yeah, anyways, trying to keep up here. I'm struggling. I'm all over the map. I'm watching all the comments come in. I'm trying to stay on track with my notes. I'm trying to get Fernweh on the show. I'm trying to bring in other buddy from the show. Keener's watching all the way from the Saskatchewan region of Canada. Oh my goodness. Last weekend of September. Well, so I might just be here for that. Who knows? Maybe I'll see you there, Dion. Who knows? Sean, send it. I don't see it popping up on my screen. Cripes. Anyways, Ohana's a go. So hopefully I'll get to go see Eddie Rocket. Coachella, I don't even know when the hell Coachella is. Lollapalooza just killed it. Did anybody see Fred Durst, by the way? I wish I should have screenshotted it. Fred Durst went from the old oh shit, I can't believe I just showed my old bald front head. Party in the back, folks. Fucking nothing on top. Lo siento. Anyways, the old Fred Durst hat backwards. Killing it back in the days, the 90s. And now he showed up on stage. He looked like an extra from the Beastie Boys video, Sabotage. I wish this is where I need a producer right now that could bring up that picture for me. Toot sweet. DMs. Okay, let me go to my phone. Fuck, I just dropped my phone. Hold on. My phone just fell down in between the cracks. I got two computers set up here and my phone. Why don't we take a timeout? Okay, let's try this. Okay, I'm going to try this right now. Hum a little song to yourself, if you will, whilst you wait for old Bondzee to bring on a new guest. Because I just royally fucked that screen up. You know what, dude? This is not going to work. Because I'm not in my regular computer. I'm on my backup computer tonight. No way. Anyways, it doesn't matter because look at this. Look at this. Hi.
Hey, my friend.
Hi,
how are you?
We finally did it. Your dog is even so excited. He's like, "Way to go, Dad! You finally did it."
I know.
Dude,
they're crazy.
It's a pleasure to have you on the show. Welcome to Bondzee Live on Trippin With Bondzee.
How are you?
Blundell Network. Dude, what a trip.
Man, I feel like a technical guru here. But yeah, we're here, man. How you doing?
I'm doing really well. So I know I would have been on a bus. We both would have been on our Prevost buses, but It's so
Sure.
goddamn hot here in California. I had to find some restitution at a friend's house for a couple of days. But
Nice.
you were on your Prevost tour bus in the Florida region. Where are you at? Where are you kicking it?
I'm just south of Gainesville, Florida, which is a great music mecca. It did a lot. My company was based out of there before we finally shut it down somewhere in around 2012. But yeah, it was it was a big punk rock era, kind of thing. And but yeah, so I'm still in the same region. I'm boondocking on a farm in Reddick, Florida, which is in the middle of nowhere. Man, it's
I've never even heard of it, but
no, and you won't.
So before we get into the whole story of what you did, what are you doing now? So you're retired. You were a professional sound engineer for some of the best bands, and you've lived a crazy life. So now you're on a Prevost tour bus, as I am.
Yep.
You're living on the bus and touring around, or what's the story?
Well, I am I'm a full timer. That's what I do. I live on the Prevost, which is a beautiful thing. I think I told you. I loved it so much I bought one.
Yeah, right.
But yeah.
So you did buy one. So sorry to cut you off there, but you literally lived on and that's a question I have for you is you were this sound guy, engineer, guru for bands like, oh my God. I mean, and the list, I have a list here. You could probably tell me more, but before we get into that, let's get into the whole grand scheme of things. Fernweh Ric, welcome to the show.
Thank you, sir.
You were a sound technician guru and worked for so many bands. How did this all start? Like, all I know is you went to Full Sail University back in '92, and then
old school,
and then you go for sound engineering kind of deal, and then you hit the road running pretty hot. So take us through that whole process of going to college, getting into the music scene of being that guy on the road who tours with professional musicians.
Wow. Oh, wow. Yeah. It's like, amazing that it just kind of fell into that. I started, being before Full Sail. I started doing sound in 1982. I was just I was in middle school, just about going into high school, and worked with this local band. And very first song, hey, Canadian. Very first song that we ever did and they ever did was Tom Sawyer by Rush. Imagine that, huh?
Amazing.
And that got me started into it. Yeah.
Amazing.
Isn't that crazy, huh? That was a long time ago.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, kind of went on and did sound for the high school things that they had, pep rallies and all that, and then moved on. And then my parents retired in the Texas area, and then they decided to move to Florida. So they moved to Central Florida, and I've been kind of here since I was about 16, and started. I was a musician too, played in a lot of local bands, great stuff, and then decided I really hated working for whatever job. Most musicians, we hate to work. So I went to Full Sail in '92, and got my engineering degree and got to work in studios with some great people, and met a lot of great folks, and got to work with Quiet Riot in their days, and Scott Page from Pink Floyd. A lot of interesting people over the years. And kind of left.
Heat in Cambria. You've worked with bands like that.
Oh yeah,
Alkaline
absolutely.
Trio. Like that's an old school name right there. Holy shit.
Yeah, They were so cool, man. When they were at the theater that we were working at, I can't remember if it was a bass player or not. I mean, there's so many bands, but um, he was like into like old architecture, which I'm kind of into too, especially old theater architecture. So we were talking about all the different backstage stuff. So we went upstairs, went into the old projection booths. I didn't have any of that, but he was all into that ghost stuff too. So yeah, they were a great band. They were a lot of fun to hang out with. But oh yeah, I've got some crazy stories, but we'll keep them we'll keep them down to a limit here.
Dude, but bust away. I've got so many questions for you. So and it's actually, I think this interview should be pretty kind of easy for me because I just wanted to more so let you just speak and rhyme off some stories from the road. So let's get right into it. So you rock Full Sail, you go to
Yep.
college, you get
Yep.
your chops wet, and then you hit the road. And dude, and I, I'll toot your own horn for you. You were a pretty big fucking deal out on the road.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it was fun, man. I mean, sound engineers don't get the glory as the rock stars, but yeah, I worked with a lot of great people. I mean, a lot of famous folks, and we've had a lot of good times. Some are rock star stories, and I mean, the venues I've seen and the places I've traveled. Vacationers can't get that anywhere, man. I mean,
Right.
I mean, I've been to Canada numerous times. I've been all the way from the East Coast to the West Coast. I've hit a Mexico a couple of times. I mean,
So
it's pretty freaking cool.
yeah, it's a beautiful country from east to west, and it's a hell of a drive. Some people think like if you live in Europe or even some people down here in the States that I know, they're like, can you drive from Toronto to BC in a couple hours? And I'm
No.
like, yeah, no, it's a bit of a haul. So
Yeah.
you've done the long hauls. You've been
Yep.
across the United States. You've been across Canada. So
Yep.
as a sound engineer, excuse me, COVID.
Sure.
Walk
Oh,
me
yeah.
through this. Do like what do you does a sound engineer of your level, like once you really hit it big, you had your own company, you're working for big
Mhm.
bands, do you have your own bus, your own Prevo, or are you on is there a certain band that will bring you along with them per se, or what, like for us noobs or just concert goers, how does this all work for a guy like you?
Oh man. Uh, we generally never owned our own bus. I mean, this is. I bought a bus because I love what I did, but no, on tour it was always through different rental companies, and that was never really done through the companies that I worked for or the bands that I worked for. They would secure it through their management, different uh, different companies that God, there's so many of them nowadays. Um, and they would secure the bus for the tour, and I just ride along. I would I mostly 99% of the time I would be in the crew bus, not the star bus as they call it. Star bus is for the band or the entertainers. Those were you know they didn't have as many bunks, and they had in the back of the bus they would have a bed, basically like what we live in now, except they would have bunks for like 3 or 4 people or thereabout, and they'd have bigger tanks and stuff. But I would stay basically on a crew bus, which looks the same on the outside. The inside was not quite as refined, but we had a very nice. In the back of the bus, we had a lounge. In the front of the bus, we had a lounge, and then we had bunks, maybe 12 bunks they're about. But the
Right.
bunks were cool. The bunks were cool. We 3 levels, and each one had a TV in it, and we could adjust our own air and stuff like that. And you
Wow.
always had to remember to put your feet toward the front of the bus because for multiple reasons. If you piss the bus driver off, um, he would nice. He would hit. He was possibly going to hit the brakes in the middle of the night while you're sleeping. And if your head was towards, if you're a newbie or an NFB, as we called them, man, you were getting right in the front of the bus with your head.
Yeah, right.
So I learned very quickly at a young age, don't sleep with your head towards the front of the bus. Always put your feet there.
Feet first.
Otherwise, yeah.
Words of wisdom by a roadie guru. Feet first if you're traveling on a bus. I've never had that issue because I am the driver of the fucking bus, and B,
absolutely.
I have never ever driven the bus at night, and
I got you.
Those dudes that drive these now, I have a newfound love for these dudes that drive these tour buses around because listen, it was a new thing to me. 45-foot rig that weighs 56,000 pounds is a whole different monster than my Chrysler 300 at home that went batshit crazy fast. But it's a whole different monster at 45 feet. And yeah. So
I worked with this. I worked with a band called Stereoside back in the 90s. We were on the Kitty tour, which they're from Canada. And, it's funny. I loved hearing their stories after I left the tour. That they had a bus, diesel with air brakes and stuff, and they were touring with Kitty and going down mountains and stuff. And they would trade off because they didn't have a dedicated tour bus driver because they're poor like most of the up and coming bands. And they were going down some sort of mountain and whatever, and the guitar player was driving, and holy mother of God, he's going down the mountain, didn't put his engine brake on, and was hitting his brakes too much, and all of a sudden the brakes went out. Air brakes.
The Jake,
Jake brake. If you're not careful and you don't downshift and don't have your Jake brake on, you're gonna burn something out if you're going down. And they did, and they had to go on to one of those offshoots to stop the bus.
Way. Dude, I've seen those, and when I was traveling with my son through Colorado and even through some of the mountain regions, going down into Phoenix, Arizona, there's some runoffs there through the mountains, and man, I'd be driving and we're hauling down the mountain, and listen, I am not a fan, and that's part of one of the reasons why I'm kind of locked down now. I don't want to drive the bus anymore. I don't. After smashing my bus and driving through the mountains, it's just not for me. It's not for me.
Scary.
It is scary, dude. Going through the mountains in a 45-foot bus that weighs that much is just it is scary.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
God bless
and
the guys.
I'm insane though. I bought a new lift, and I can put my Harley Davidson in the trailer hitch on the back now. So yeah, I'm just crazy. So and then I'm going to try to get a double lift so I can pull my car with the Harley on the back and the bus. How about that? Let's see what we can do with
good
that.
For you. That's one thing that I started this trip, and I at first I thought, oh, I don't need a car. We'll be fine. We'll be able to get the bus everywhere I want to go, or we'll Uber. Nah, man, it's tough to get a 45-foot bus into certain places that you want to go.
Yes, it is.
So I did miss out on some stuff. But then I was also nervous about traveling with a tow behind. They call it a frog, or a toad. It's not my jam, dude. So good for you for being able to pull that off. But now with the state that I'm at, there will be no pulling of anything. I think I'm just at the point where the bus will be parked here. I'm looking at getting not even a rental. I've done that, but I'm thinking about buying a car here, and so that I'm able to have the freedom to go wherever I want. Anyways, I wanted to show this because people know you on here, dude. You've been around a long time. Sean GI knows he's said working in radio. He's mixed the best. You're a Mozart of sound, and now you are, dude, because we've talked.
You had a lot of good.
Your reputation precedes you, my friend. You have worked with amazing bands, so take us through what it's like to go through a sound check. So as a concert goer, as myself, a huge concert goer, and everybody listening are huge concert lovers. We go to the show, we hear it sounds great for the most part. Now, most of us are wasted or high on drugs or mushrooms, pot, whatever.
Absolutely.
So we wouldn't even know the finite stuff of things, but for a sound engineer in the band, it's a whole different monster. So take us through a day in the life of a sound guy like yourself, who is dealing with a band that is high strung, wants to sound awesome, and what do you do, and what's your whole day like?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. We would do load-ins, as the crew, as early as we could get in. Sometimes it'd be 9 o'clock in the morning, and we wouldn't even do, sound check with the headliner or national or the band that we're touring with until 7, 8 o'clock at night. But so we would do our load-in. Get them up on get the equipment up on stage. The band wouldn't even be there for many hours, and so we've got techs, guitar techs, bass techs, sound techs, monitor engineer, myself included, and my job, depending on what I was doing, if I was front of house engineer, my job would be to set up front of house. The tour manager coordinates the whole show and make sure everything gets put into place. And then monitor engineer sets up his monitor world. And then you have different other techs that work through and do make sure that everything all the instrumentation amplifiers get placed where they're going to be for the show. And then we continue through and make sure everything is, wired and plumbed. We have drop snakes that we plug all the different microphones into. Everybody's got their own area on stage. If I was born in front of house, I didn't have to worry about it too much. So basically, at front of house, most everything was digital. But I still carried a lot of really cool analog stuff that I would patch in. So I'm getting all this stuff set up while everybody on stage is patching in microphones, drums are getting patched in, all the different mics.
When do we get to the part about the hot girls wanting a piece of Fernweh Ric and stuff? This is all cables and microphones and blah blah blah. Where's the hot girls on the road that want the band and they got to go through the roadies to get to the band? Let's get to that. Where's the titties? Where's the hot girls?
Oh my God! Yeah, you know what? You're exactly right. That happens. But the sound crew, we don't get none of that. The band does. No.
Don't they have to go through you to get to the band? Well, you didn't take.
No.
Come on.
No. It sounds like it's awesome.
Cool right now.
If they really.
As being the head sound guy, you must have got some fucking road knock. Being the head. Come on, don't be shy with me, Fernweh.
I think I told you, that I had I did have a. Everybody on the road's got a name, tour name or roadie for life name,
right?
And I don't call this out too much anymore because I'm getting older, but they called me Porno Ric.
See, I knew it. There was better conversations than microphones and plugging in and sound. Let's get to Porno Ric stories. Come on.
I definitely wasn't in the same class as the bands, because the bands got all the good stuff if they wanted it.
Hey,
I'll leave it at
nothing
that.
wrong. Nothing wrong with a bit of sloppy seconds or the fours or fives. By the way, on the road, listen, I take
You
the
know, on the
threes
road,
on the
yeah.
road about now.
By the way, I've been divorced twice.
Fair enough. Well,
A lot of
that
that's
comes
been
with the
part of that,
territory too.
Yeah. Not every night was, was crazy, but the band always had the opportunities.
Oh,
But I when I was single, I always had the opportunity.
yeah, of course. Yeah, I mean, as the head sound guy, is that a thing? So walk us through this. You're the head sound guy.
Right.
You're doing the sound for this great band. Now they've got all the girls, but so where do you fit in? Are you on their bus after the show
No.
with the girls, or you're on your own bus and then they send the sound guy because they love you because you do a great job. Do they send you the riffraff, or how does it work?
Generally, the riffraff kind of comes to us first because they're trying to get to the band,
right?
Which is cool. I'm okay with it, but the reality is,
will you be honest? Will you be honest on the Bondzee live show and tell me that if there was a female individual or maybe a male, it's 2021. If has a girl ever come up to you and said, "Oh, Fernweh, I'll suck your dick if I can get on the bus or backstage." Does that happen in the world of the concert going realm, or what?
Not every night, but yes.
I don't care if it's every night, but it happens. We all know it happens. Awesome.
I've definitely had some moments where yeah. Oh wow.
Look at you all tongue tied, and your face is about 8 sheets of red right now, bud. I didn't mean to make you look like a tomato. Sorry.
No, it was good. I'm not complaining. It was those were very, very fantastic moments. Sadly, I had to get back on the bus and go because usually had anywhere between a 12 a.m. to a 2 a.m. bus call to get back on the road again. And you're like, wow, hey, thank you, bye. What's your, I don't even know your name.
Goodbye, God bless. Thank you. Thank you.
Peace.
Yeah. Well,
I'd like to come again.
I appreciate the honesty. This is what we all wanted to know.
Yeah.
This is why I had you on here.
Yeah.
I hope you didn't think you were coming on here and it was all going to be
No.
rainbows and unicorns and sugarcoat and things. I'm going to ask you the real raw questions. And I'm thankful that you answer truthfully, and that I'm glad to know that the roadie dudes do get some road sex too. It's part of the gig, right?
Yeah. Absolutely. Not as much. The band's always had it, man. These rock stars, and they're wonderful people. They just got people waiting for them. From the time you show in to the time you show out. Us techs, we kind of had to wait for the seconds, but hey, they weren't ugly.
Attaboy.
Yeah.
Well, listen, so tell me, all the sex stories and stuff aside, let's talk about a couple of crazy road stories, that we would love to hear as concert goers, and stuff that we wouldn't be privy to, like sure. Beyond the sex. So like, what do you got for me? Let's hear it.
Well, let's see. Let's talk about drugs, because everybody knows, there's a lot of that goes on in the world. I hate to say it, it's not every band, but I don't want to use any names, but there's a couple of different bands that I worked for over the years, and on different tours and different genres. that one group, I had to I wouldn't even say it because it was a very long time ago, but I had it on speed dial. So the monitor engineer said, he had to obtain a certain substance before they could go live for the concert. So fortunately at the time, a very long time ago, I could just pick up the phone and speed dial and say, hey, can you bring this product to this venue? We need this stuff. So anyhow, we all um, participated in a lot of powdery substance on the monitor console before the band could actually physically go on stage. And then there's another band that was huge. Gosh, they were big in the can't name names, don't want to name names. Phenomenal guys. They would not perform until they weren't powdery substance fellows. They were just traditional green substance fellows that now is mostly legal everywhere. But
Little
we had to go.
folks there.
Yeah, we had to go buy them a bunch of a couple of bags of leafy product.
So how does that work? Do you don't have to go looking for it as a roadie? Those guys are basically there every stop you go, and do they have a special hat, or how do you know? Or how do your guys know where to go get the drugs for these band members? Like, how does that work? There's got to be that special guy at every venue, right?
Well, yeah, there are special folks. Depending where you're at, you just you generally talk to the locals and just say, hey, so when the band wants to get whatever, and can you help us out, because they really don't want to perform until they get this, that, and whatever. And that person makes the phone call for you, and everything gets squared away from that point. Sometimes it's already there, which is really amazing. It's like going to the Burger King, and it's like, hey, can I have a burger? But there you go. It's kind of crazy.
Yeah, well, I can only imagine. So does and you can tell me to shut up or mind my own business, but as a sound engineer on the road, do you partake and party with these guys and share in this, or is that something that wasn't your jam?
Well, no, I definitely would partake at times, but because of the legal ramifications,
Right.
I generally wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do it before a show,
Right.
just because the show had to be awesome.
Yeah, it had to be tight.
Yeah, it had to be tight. So yeah, if I had taken, they could sue me.
Yeah,
and that's not cool. So.
But once the show's over, so take us I've tried to walk through each stage of we've been before the show looking for the drugs, getting the drugs for the band. The girls are always there pre, during, and after the show. So after the show, as a roadie, and you weren't just a roadie, you were one of the guys.
I was crew, yeah. Hiring.
You get invited on the big bus first, and then it filters out off to the roadies bus, or how does that work?
Depending on the band, and depending on how much, I mean, I was closer to the bands than a lot of the regular crew, most of the time. But yeah, so I tell you what, the best times, most of the time when we're traveling. Now everybody was pretty much straight, but we would have, we wouldn't do 7 nights a week. We might do 3 on, couple off, 2 on, and vary where we're going depending on the travel. But when we're off, sometimes we'd stay at hotel rooms, and that was
Gong Show
That was
Central.
crazy.
I bet.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
can
that's
you tell us one story without mentioning names? One of your favorite times in a hotel room with a crazy band where shit got out of control, or what? Before I let you go here.
Let me think about that here. Yeah, I mean, yeah, we
I don't want to get you in trouble, so
I mean, it's funny. I'm out of the business, but yeah, I don't want to talk about anybody per se. I mean,
for sure.
one of the artists that I worked with for a while, he and his tour manager just got ugly times. And he worked. God, I don't know how to even mention. I can't mention either one of their names, but they're actually in national news right now because of sexual allegations for doing bad things. The tour manager is implicated too. They're huge. I'm just going to say that they're kind of a DJ thing, huge, and they are they're getting ready to go to jail for a while for sexual. Yeah, it's funny, and it's funny because the tour manager and myself, he was touring with a punk rock band, and then he was touring with a DJ artist, and we almost came to blows physically at one point in time because he was not a although he was good at what he did, he was kind of a
was that the guy
not
that
a nice.
He unplugged your earphones or your
No,
inability to run the and you
that
almost
was a
came to
different.
blows on stage?
Yeah, that was a different. That was different too. So that was a different instance with a band from the band from Italy and their opening band from America. Yeah, the Italy band, which was quite big. Yeah, I was doing monitors for them. They unplugged these a-holes. They unplugged my monitors for the headliner, and they didn't tell me that they unplugged it. They just did it, and here we are. Got all set up. Everything's good. We checked this, that, whatever, and man, the show goes off, and the singer looks at me, and he's kind of a beefy guy, bald-headed fella like me, and he turns around to me and he just starts yelling at me, and I'm like, what? Next thing you know, we're yelling at each other. I'm going, dude, I ain't got nothing going on here, and he's like getting ready to fight me. Right there. It's actually on a YouTube video. I'll send it to you another day, not tonight.
Yeah.
And we were just going off on each other, and turns out that the Italian band, their monitor engineer unplugged it and didn't bother to tell me he unplugged it. So I had no clue, and it was on my company's 40 channel monitor console, and I just didn't check it. My fault a little bit because I should have gone through and checked that. I checked everything else, and I expected that to not be unplugged, but for some reason he unplugged it, and there we go. So crazy times, but man,
Wow.
some of the
Wild, eh?
some of the, yeah.
Well,
we had lots of potential fights and lots of potential. I got to have drugs on the road over the years, but I met a lot of hot, beautiful women over the years.
Good for you.
Yeah, it was good. It's probably why I'm divorced. Oh shit.
Oh, look, you got so excited you dropped
I did. Yeah.
Well, listen, pal, it's been a pleasure having you on Bondzee Live on Trippin With Bondzee and the Dean Blundell Network. You are a real trip. I have looked forward to this for a while. I've been dying to hear these stories, and I've only got a little glimpse of it.
I'll give you more later. I'm being cautious.
Listen, we'll have you back on down the road. I wish you all the safest travels. You're doing the same thing I am. You're traveling around in a Prevost bus. You're retired.
Yes, sir.
Enjoy that retirement, mister. Enjoy that bus. And
listen,
Thanks for being super honest and open with us tonight. I think you brought a lot of insight into what goes on beforehand, during, and after these shows, whether it be drugs, sex, rock and roll, just the attitudes and everything in between. I had a blast listening to your story, so I really appreciate you coming on, man. It's been a pleasure to meet you.
Yes, sir. We'll have some more fun in the future. We'll
get
dig a little deeper.
Because I watched you for literally the whole show. I kept stalling. I'd see you pop on, but I'd see your name, but you wouldn't pop up. There was no your face or that we needed to see that pretty bald head, and I just wasn't seeing it. So I'm glad you made it. And so many people enjoyed this show tonight. There's a ton of great comments. Some people know you on here. And anyways, I can't thank you enough for being super real and super honest and telling us all those stories. I appreciate your time.
Thank you, brother. We will talk soon.
We'll do this again for sure. Take care, Rick.
Bondzee, love you, man.
Yeah, I love you too, man. Appreciate our friendship. And listen, I may not get to Florida or that vicinity in this bus, but I will
come out and see you.
I will catch up with you one day, regardless of whether it's in this bus or in a rental car or a plane or whatever. Who cares? I can't wait to meet you and have a dinner and share some more stories.
We'll have a good time.
Pleasure having you on the show. You take care.
You got it. All right, bro.
Fernweh Ric, everybody. What a rock star. God damn it. Like, is there anything better than having, like, I know I'm pretty real, open, and honest about my entire life, but to get to talk to somebody who's been that guy, and I've never got to have that conversation with somebody like Fernweh Ric, that was awesome. Like, I could have honestly, I've already been on here an hour and 20 minutes, which is way longer than I usually do. I know he did have some technical difficulties at first, but what a pleasure. What a treat. I hope you all enjoyed it as much as I did. That's Fernweh Ric, retired, I think 15 plus years on the road. On the road. Could you imagine? Year after year after year after year, month after month, week after week, day after day, on the road, different band, different hotel, different bus, different girls, different drugs, different fun times, nightly, weekly, monthly. Wowee. What a life. What a life. Anyways, thanks so much for coming on. Hope you guys enjoyed that as much as I did. That's the show. I did have a bunch more stuff to get to, but I didn't expect to be rambling on for an hour and 21 minutes. So listen, before I get out of here, I wanted to thank everybody for joining the show, watching the show. Hope you all enjoyed it. Sean, Dion, Jamie says, hey, now, Wade was a big fan tonight. The comments. Sean, we'll get you on next time, I promise. You were so close. You were like this close to coming on Bondzee Live. Next time, okay? Anthony, thanks for watching from New Zealand. Everybody else that watched from wherever you are, you guys are the greatest. If I missed your comments, I'm sorry. A huge shout out again to Fernweh Ric. What a great interview. Hope you guys love the stories. It's Bondzee Live on Trippin With Bondzee on YouTube, the Dean Blundell Network. I got to give this voice a rest. What else we got? Well, one more thing before we go. Friday, Bondzee Live again. I know Monday, Wednesday, Friday. It's a thing now. It's a thing. Buckle up and get used to it, bitches. Friday, we've got Rich Meisner, Trusty Truster. If you are an Our Lady Peace fan, if you are a music fan in general, you're not going to want to miss Friday's show. I almost called him Fernweh. Trusty Truster, Rich Meisner, just dropped brand new artwork for the Our Lady Peace brand new album that's coming up shortly. I don't have a release date. I don't work for Our Lady Peace. Huge fan. Can't wait to see their new album, Spiritual Machines 2. Trusty Truster did the artwork for it, some of the videography for it. He's done a ton of work for them in the past. He's going to be he just bought a brand new boat. He's kicking it up in my region in Georgian Bay in Midland. So I look forward to talking to him. If you're an Our Lady Peace fan, if you're a music fan in general, you're not going to want to miss that interview with Rich. Quick shout out to my sponsors. Dean Blundell is the best, of course. Triplebogey.com, Scramble Golf. These guys right here. Love these guys. It's Scramble with a K. Go support them. ScrambleClothing.com. And then we've also got Restore Effects in the Burloak location. My boy BC will take care of you there. If your car's struggling, looks like shit, it's dull and ugly looking, take it to my boy BC at Restore Effects at the Burloak location. He will take care of you. All right. Before I go here, I would be remiss if I didn't bring him on. He went through all this trouble. Let's say hello. How you doing, fella? Look at you.
Bondzee, you're beautiful, man. Good to see you.
You're beautiful too. Stop it.
Jesus, man.
Thank you. How the hell are you doing?
I'm, drinking in the driveway. I invited you over numerous times to come to
Yeah.
the coast of Canada and, experience some life.
So I'm here right now, and you're like right here. So LA, Bondzee, you Vancouver-ish area, right?
The only difference is that you have SWAS and I do not have SWAS.
I have what?
SWAS?
I don't know what the fuck you're talking.
You got sweaty ass. You're sitting
sweaty. Yeah. I got you. Yeah.
Sitting on the devil's porch,
you, mister. It is literally. Well, luckily I'm in a beautiful crib right now. My buddy's crib. Thanks. Shout out to Rob. And Kitchen 86 here in Palm Desert.
You're staying. Are you staying at a buddy's house or what's the deal?
I am for tonight and tomorrow because the heat is intense.
Yeah.
It's too much on the bus. Now I could have toughed it out. I did yesterday. I toughed it out, but today was even hotter than it was yesterday. So my buddy came and picked me up at 8 a.m. this morning. I've been in this beautiful air-conditioned crib. Took a dip in the pool this afternoon. Quick little walk with the dog on the golf course. Other than that, dude, you do not, and I repeat, do not want to be out here. You'll get swamp ass and sweaty balls within about 30 seconds or less here.
Well, I was thinking that, when you were on Dean Blundell's show earlier this afternoon, I was thinking when you were talking about setting up an OnlyFans, I think that could, Wade, chime in, please. Wade, somewhere down in the comment section right now, chiming in. When you set up that OnlyFans, I think that's a GoFundMe for an air conditioner for your rig.
I think so. I think that's a brilliant idea. What a great way to think about it. We need to advertise it that way. Dude's got sweaty balls. Nobody wants to watch a dude jerk off on OnlyFans with sweaty balls. So we need proper air conditioning so that I can appease all the fans on my OnlyFans.
Well, not such a bad idea, buddy. I swear to God.
Listen.
I've texted you so many times. I'm like, what are you doing? Like, much kudos to you, man. Big fan. Like, you have
Thank
no
you,
idea. Me, Locke, Dean, like, big fans of yours, man. Like, swear to God. And I'm only speaking on Dean's behalf, but I know that we all collectively love you. Like, seriously love it. Just saying fuck it and buying a bus and just, I'm home now, but the ex just left. So I'm literally a couple of sales away from joining.
Adios and two.
Yeah.
Well, listen, and I'm not condoning my actions by any means. It is not for everybody. There has been days and moments where I've woken up and going, Bondzee, what the hell did you do? You had a home, you had a house, but listen, I had a house. It wasn't a home.
Yep.
It was a 4-bedroom house that was a hollow entity to me, really. Right. And I just didn't want to be there anymore. I'm a traveler. I'm a happy-go-lucky fella. I'm happy to be wherever I am. And if I'm talking into a microphone and I'm live somewhere, then I'm pretty happy. So this is my new life. I have embraced it. I love it. And it is what it is. So I appreciate your support and love, dude. I really do.
Honestly, man. Honestly. With what was her name? Shu?
Yeah, Elizabeth Shu. We'll just go with Shu.
I'm like, oh, what happened? Like, seriously.
I know everybody was dying to know. Everybody was hoping Bondzee got his old pee-pee wet, but
Yeah.
listen, it's not over yet. We're not out of the realms of maybe making it happen. I'm a grinder, as they say. I'm not on Grinder. Let me make that crystal clear. I'm not on Grinder. I am a grinder. So I will continue to pursue Shu. I will continue to just live my best life. I'm not looking for a marriage or of sorts or anything of that anytime soon. But
Black book.
I'm happy doing me, bro.
Yeah, get a black book. Be done with it. You know.
Fuck. And I'm happy to have new friends like you.
Saying, man, just you give them a hat. Okay, cool. Thanks for stopping by the bus. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like
awesome.
on the lapel. Okay, cool.
Well,
that was amazing though. You should have asked him about if he's done any tours with Vernon Reid. Living Color, man. That guy is a guitar legend, and I know he has so many. Oh, where do I point? Oh, that way. I know he has so many points to say of all the experiences.
Ask him. He's right here.
There he is. Okay.
I'm here. Oh no, I love In Living Color. No, I never got the opportunity, man.
Oh man, did you ever do tours with Vernon Reid?
No, I wish I had. I mean, I love the guy, love the band. I mean, they're phenomenal, even to this day. They sound great.
Man, such a legend, man. Like,
oh yeah.
We were in Fort McMurray. I worked at Rock 97.9 up in Fort McMurray.
Sorry about that.
It was great. I worked in a rock station, and it was in Fort McMurray, so I was on every toolbox in town. It was beautiful. But we did Aerosmith with Living Color, and I mean, okay, show, but he is such a genius. And our morning guy, Cub Carson, asked Locke about him. Long story. He's like, are you Living Color? Goes, no, we're not.
Oh, my dad's gonna be right upset at you, mister. Oh,
sorry, Bondzee. Sorry, Bondzee, Dad.
I can put my burp to shame. Jesus.
Fen, I've seen you at gigs through CFox and all that in Vancouver.
Yeah.
I tweeted it earlier. I sent Bondzee the message. You're a Mozart of music, man. Like the way that you master music.
Oh,
I'm a drummer myself, and I can appreciate all the fine tuning that you're doing with all what you do with all that. It's spot on, man. I know you guys have a nightmare in a sound check. Like it's horrible, but what you do and how you figure out every fucking level, it's just beautiful. It's beautiful, man. And like seriously, like hats off. Honestly.
Yeah, way to go.
Bondzee for getting them on.
My show was whenever I did a show, no matter what level, was all about the drums.
Yep.
That was the gig.
Yep.
I got kind of known for
driving.
What I did with drummers. I made the drums sound phenomenal.
Yep.
And that's how I ran my mixes and started with that. So yeah, anyhow, yeah. But Living Color. Wow, I always wanted to, and I almost got an opportunity to work with those guys, but I never did.
What was the coolest band that you ever were able to work for, and where?
Oh God. That's subjective. I mean, I worked with the Misfits.
Yeah.
I worked for trying to think. I've worked with modern bands like Trapped.
Cambria must have been a pretty solid experience too. Those guys were wild.
Yeah,
they were awesome. They were very cool. Nice guys.
Did a lot more than anybody, but yeah, sure.
Yeah. So many different styles of bands that I worked for. I mean, I always tended to go for like the progressive, I don't want to say metal bands, but harder rock bands. That always got me off a little bit, because I would be doing all, they had great drums and great, hard attack bass and stuff. But and I worked for softer bands. God, I'm trying to think, but it's funny. I Bondzee, I sent you my stuff, and I noticed the other day I did Flyleaf on the Warped Tour.
No way.
Yeah, they were on the Warped Tour.
Warped Tour stuff. Actually, I had that in my notes, and
it was insane.
Yeah, I bet.
I don't even remember them. Sorry.
I don't think anybody does.
Yeah, right? Fucking shroomed out on
somebody. But,
who does remember them?
No.
Yeah, exactly.
I know I was there.
Ask me sometime in the future. I'll tell you a story about Joan Jett on the Warped Tour. Those chicks.
I'd love to hear.
Yeah, it's pretty good, but we'll talk later about that.
Awesome. Well, listen, guys, I appreciate you, Glassy. Thanks for coming on. Awesome dude out of BC. He's been begging me to come up there on the bus forever. I'm not sure that's going to happen, but not on the bus. But I'll be up in the BC region in February. So I'll shoot you a message and we might just get to hang out. So
dude, we can literally go camping in the Moho.
Wow, look at this. Jeez.
Nice.
Fly up on. Look at this guy.
Who doesn't love that?
What a champion.
Yeah, it's tight.
Oh, it's so good. So good.
Awesome.
So tight.
Well, I appreciate the both of you. It was a blast bringing you on, Glassy.
Anytime,
Fernweh Ric, pleasure having you. I'm glad you got to come back on here and answer some of Glassy's questions.
Big fan of your of your recording, man. Big fan, man.
You guys are the best. I appreciate the love and support from both of you. And listen, that's the Bondzee Live show. We gotta get out of here. I have to pish so bad, so I have to say goodbye. Huge shout out to Glassy. Huge shout out to Fernweh Ric. It's Bondzee Live on Trippin With Bondzee on YouTube. Go check it out. I dropped some great new videos. Also, before I go, my son will kick me in the nuts. Ty Bond, go search him on YouTube. Just dropped a brand new song after his Foreign, it's called. He just dropped the video for Cruising. Now we got a brand new song out. It's called Foreign. Hit it up on all the streaming sites. It's called Foreign. Ty Bond, you'll love it. I got a picture. No, speaking of, before I go, I've got to run through a couple of pictures here. This is Ty. So he's living the best life right now. Yeah, not a big deal. Taught my boy well here. He's having the time of his life. This was him on the weekend. The girl that was in the Cruising videos in the top left, her name's Allie Rose. She is a former Playboy playmate. It's no secret anymore. Anyways, Ty, that's him in the bottom right, living his best life, having the greatest time. Son of a bitch. I don't understand why I wasn't invited to that fucking party, but sure does look like a good time, doesn't it? Anyways, what a rock star. Go check out his music. It's Ty Bond. Foreign just dropped. Cruising, the video is out now. And so much more great stuff to come from him. This just simply doesn't look right. He looks like a fucking scared chicken in that uniform. I'm sorry. I think he should have retired. I still not am convinced. No, let me try that again. I am still not convinced he will play for the Chicago Blackhawks. I hope they trade his ass to Pittsburgh. It's where he wants to go now. It's where he started. It's who drafted him. It's where he won some cups. It's where he wants to finish his career after being absolutely brutally booted out of Las Vegas. Fuck the Vegas Knights. I hope they forever rot in hell. I'm a huge Fleury fan, so this picture just scares me. He just doesn't. It just doesn't look right. Anyways, poor dude, but he could be Ty and having that kind of a time on Saturday night, or you could be this guy. Either one doesn't lose because that guy's making $8-9 million a year. This guy just is having the time of his life. And then there's this. Just doing what I do. It's Bondzee Life. That's it. We're on Trippin With Bondzee on YouTube, the Dean Blundell Network. Peace and love. I love you all. Have a great night. Thanks for watching. Bye. It's Bondzee Life. Trippin With Bondzee on YouTube.